Urban Rural Action is a national nonprofit organization that partners with communities across the United States to foster the community strength and resilience necessary to address our most urgent challenges together. Their cross-partisan civic participation programs bring together individuals from different ideological backgrounds, racial identities, generations, and geographical locations, among other differences. We believe that true community strength emerges from a genuine relationships, enhanced collaboration skills, and a willingness to explore differing viewpoints on critical societal issues. By working hand in hand with local community organizations such as Suicide Prevention of York, we collectively address urgent challenges that impact the well-being of our communities.
One significant initiative is with our Urban Rural Action Team in York, Pennsylvania, partnering with Suicide Prevention of York, focusing on having a safe and strong community. This team is focused on a deeply pressing issue, the incidence of suicides across all age groups within York County.
Our project's ambitious yet vital goal is to achieve a measurable reduction in these incidents, thereby saving countless lives. To accomplish this, we are developing and implementing videos on various social media platforms of individuals who are affected by suicide and suicide attempts.
Our aim is to equip individuals, families, and community leaders with the knowledge, resources, and support systems necessary to identify warning signs, encourage open conversations about mental health, and facilitate access to professional help. We urge everyone to view, share, and like the videos, and to pass on to anyone they know who might be struggling with suicidal thoughts. Encourage them to engage with these materials, and most importantly, to seek professional assistance is a vital step in our collective effort to save lives and build a more supportive community.
And oh my God, I don't think there's enough time. He was just a really good person, just a really good person that didn't know he was a really good person. Yes, my name is Kimberly Gillespie. I lost my husband to suicide November 22nd, 2013. Brian and I met in the end of 1983. We were together for 4 months. We got engaged. And when he passed away, we had been together, I think it was almost 27 years. He was always, I hate to talk bad about him, and it's not being bad about him, but he was just a negative kind of person. But he also, on the other side, was so funny, and oh my God, people just loved him. I don't know. I know that it was going on for a very long time because when he was in the Navy, he would write letters to me, and he would like show me little glimpses of himself in those letters before we got married, talking about how because of me, you know, he has like a new lease on life kind of thing, or, you know, he doesn't feel as dark as he used to. I didn't know that kind of stuff. I'd never been around negative or depressed people. I just never grew up like that. My household was always fun and happy. So I never was around it. So I never really took it other than he was trying to show me how much he loved me. But for him, I think it's just something he was born. I mean, he just was born with that mentality. It wasn't anything that happened in his life that I know of. You know, I mean, we talked in depth about his relationship with his father. He did not have a good relationship with his father. His father was hard on him, but it was just something he was better than he thought he was. He was such a fantastic person, but he didn't see himself that way. he felt he was a failure. But he wasn't. He was such an opposite of that. But anyway, I don't know anything more than that. I don't know what was in his head other than that I know that he wanted more from himself, but he was scared to go and do it. So. Brian's dad passed away, and he left all his children some money. So Brian said, I want to do something with the money that honors my dad giving it to me, because he did love his dad. Even though they didn't get along, he loved his father. So we decided on buying this Amco, which is a transmission shop in Mechanicsburg. It was tough getting him over that finish line. He wanted it so bad. He went to the owner's classes you have to take to get like certified, and he was like top of his class, which is not unusual. Very smart. And he could have done anything he wanted to do. It was so hard. We were actually sitting in the parking lot when we were supposed to go sign with this man that was selling it. And he was like, he just couldn't bring himself to it. And this is where a lot of guilt for me comes in, because I said, this is what you want. This is what you want. And finally he did. 3 weeks later, he died. He took his life. I mean, I didn't know that he was that scared that that's something that he would do. I mean, who would think that, you know? I mean, at that point, we had a new business, 3 weeks into the business, a transmission business, which I'm not going to know nothing about, right? So luckily I have 2 brothers, and they helped me a lot, you know, figuring out things. But this is not what I thought was going to be happening. I thought it was going to be us working together. I quit my job. Of course, he quit his job. Just everything is turned upside down. You go to bed and that person's not there. You wake up and that person's not there. I mean, the person that you tell you know, how you're feeling, they give you your hugs and your kisses when you come through the door, just isn't there anymore. And it's just a huge change. But I just lost my best friend. I mean, we didn't have children, we couldn't have children, and it was just him and I. And I didn't have part of my body, it was gone. My extension was gone. And I didn't do anything but cry and just, that's all I did. And plead with God to bring him back, you know. I begged, said, take my arms, take my legs, just bring him back. But you know that's not gonna happen, but that's what you beg for that. The way suicide can rip a normal, everyday, good relationship. When Brian first passed away and they called his sister to let them know, so they could tell his mom, because his mom was still living at the time. I felt, and I believe this is true, that they blamed me, because I think they thought, why didn't you see this? Why didn't you get help? Why didn't you tell us? I didn't. I knew he was depressed, but he went to the doctors, he was on medication. Was he taking it? I don't know. As far as I knew, he was. You need to like stick together instead of blaming each other. And I didn't blame anybody except myself. But I came to realize later that Brian decided this. This is what Brian decided. And he must have been in so much pain to come to this realization. I don't know, I can't imagine what they go through. You think I'm past the guilt? No. No. I'll never be past the guilt. And guilt in all levels. I felt guilty that I didn't notice something, or maybe brush something aside and I shouldn't have, or whatever, but the worst guilt for me is trying to continue life. That was the most guilt. And I still have that guilt. I mean, I'm remarried, but I still feel bad sometimes. So I met Dave, and really, really nice guy. But I wasn't planning to get really serious, but we were moving that direction. And I was in bed one night and I was crying to Brian, and I said to him, I said, please, I don't know what to do here because I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely, and here's somebody that is really good to me and really nice to me. But I don't know, we never had this discussion, and I don't know how you feel about this. And I said, I just need you to give me like a sign or something to show me that it's okay, that I'm all right to do this. I had a dream. Brian and I were walking and we were going over this hill, and over the hill was like a festival, like a concert. We were gonna go listen to the music, right? I fell, I tripped. And when I got up, I looked around and he wasn't there anymore. He was gone. I never saw him again. And it was a really long time before he ever came into a dream of mine again. And I really believe at that time he was telling me, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. You might not believe this, but there are people that love you. And if you were not here, if you left, they would be devastated. And I know because I'm one. You are not alone. There are lots of us out there that want to hear your story and want to talk to you and want to be there for you. And there's support. Oh my gosh, there's support out there. Don't take it on yourself. Don't. But I do want to tell you that you need to wake up every day, have a purpose. Use the person that you lost for that purpose. Do something that you know that would make them proud, or that you know that they would love to see you do. Because when you have that in your heart, and you have them in your heart, I think it helps you. That's the way I feel.
Thank you for staying with us and watching this video. If something you've heard has struck a chord in your heart or in your mind, and you'd like to learn more, or talk with somebody about some of these topics and issues, we encourage you to reach out to one of the many organizations that we've listed. They focus on helping people with this subject. Many of themselves have experienced these very same concerns. If you know anyone who may find this video beneficial, please share it with them and encourage them to have a listen, or even better, listen to it with them. Thank you very much.